Hello, everyone. Welcome to the broadcast. I'm starting 4 minutes early, not because we're in a hurry, but because Rosebud is already here. And I figure, hey, when your friends arrive, you should be friendly. And that's the way I roll. Okay, so tonight we are going to be painting this little jewel. I want to see if I can erase these pencil lines after the fact. And I think some of them I can, others of them not. It's tricky erasing pencil lines after you've painted. Just going to tell you up front. Also, this little dude needs feet. All right, there we go. He's got feet. Hello. Welcome. You guys, it is so good to be back doing this. I cannot tell you how much I have missed this. I wish, well, you know what I wish. I wish we had our old ways back, but we don't. So we'll move on with what we've got here. But I would love for this to be a community like what we had before. It's not as nice. And there is definitely a delay in the conversation. I believe there is. How much of one I don't know, but I believe there is some. Also, the picture that we've got here. Okay, that's the light. That's not the picture. That's the light. Hold on, let me see. Because I was trying to make it to where I could see, but at the same time, the not monkey with everything. But I don't know. I think I'm just going to give up on that part. It's just not going to work, and so we're not going to do it. We talked about having a clamp light back here, so I thought, hello, Black Pony. So I thought I'd try a light back here to see if I put it behind the camera and it just washes out the colors. And washing out the colors on a painting broadcast doesn't seem quite right. Maybe a pole lamp with the light headed up. Maybe that's what I need. Like, I have room in an RV for a pole light. I don't think so. Oh well. Anyway, I do have a question for all of you, all y'all. I'm back in the South again. Is the air conditioner too loud? It's loud. I do know that. But without it, it is incredibly hot. And so I'll just ask, is it too loud? Does it mask the sound too much? Somebody give me a heads up on that so I'll know. Okay. Starting off with, this is what we're going to be painting. This little jewel, although I made this one be 5x7 size. I did the orange. You don't hear the AC. Okay, good. They don't hear it, Don. That's wonderful. All right.
Maybe if I left the door open, it would dull it even more.
No, I don't think that matters.
Okay.
I don't know. It rumbles the whole rig, but they don't hear it, so it's all right. I did an orange hibiscus in this particular painting. I'm wanting, because I switched sizes, I'm wanting to use either a red and do a red hibiscus, which, do they come in red? I don't know. Or a purple one, which I know they do purple ones, and I might need to do a purple one, although is the purple color that I have the right purple. I don't know. Let's see here. Let's try it out and see. I believe. Hold on. We'll take a look at it here in just a minute. Because it will always dry. Oh, I know you love purple. I know you do. I don't know. I think that'd be okay. On the screen, it doesn't look. On the screen, it doesn't look right. But this isn't as blue as it's showing up on my computer. I don't know. I think it would work just fine. That's what I think. But I don't know. And then there's the burgundy, but I don't know. I think we're going to go with the purple. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay. All right. So let's do purple. And you know that whenever you're going to put a color in one place, okay, here's an art rule. If you're going to put the color in one place, you need to put it in 3 throughout the painting so that it will have a continuity of color in throughout the painting. So we will add some of this purple into our hummingbird. I started to say butterfly. I don't know. I did that last week. Everything was a butterfly. I don't even know what was wrong with my head. I don't know. Butterflies on the brain. Trouble. Hey, you. How are you? Setzer? Kelly Setzer? Really? Okay, I have to ask. Did you get married again? Or is that your maiden name? Or what are you doing? What in the world? Oh, okay. All right. All right. Whew. I thought I'd missed a major portion of something. I thought, wow, how could I be that far off? I don't know. Okay, you guys, we know Kelly, good old Kelly Trouble that she is. We know her. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get this petal wet first. I thought maybe something had happened and you forgot to tell me. I mean, I know I'm very important in your life. However, something like that you surely would have told me. I don't know. I miss a lot of things. All right, now, you guys, because I am on Arches 140 pound. Wait a minute. Wait. Let's see if I can do this without creating a disaster. Can I do it? This is the one I'm using. Arches 140 pound cold pressed watercolor paper. Okay, now you guys, can you watercolor on paper that is not watercolor paper? Well, I'm going to say not easily. Okay, I'll just say not easily. I'm not going to say it cannot be done because it can be in certain circumstances. You can use like a multimedia paper or something of that nature, but it won't be the same. It just will not. All right, the first place that you're going to put color down upon your initial loading is in the place that you don't mind it being the darkest. So that's right in there. Then I'm going to come up here and here. And that way I'm now running low on color. And so I'm going to come in here and I'm not going to completely cover these really light areas. I'm going to leave them on the light side. I saw a t-shirt Sunday that said, "Come to the dark side." And of course it was one of those trademarked movie shirts, you know. And I'm not going to go to the dark side. I'm going to stay in the light. That's my claim right there. All right, so we're going to then choose a petal, not a wing, a petal that is not adjacent to our first petal so that the colors will not bleed together. And we're going to pick up a little bit more of the paint. And once again, we're going to put it where we know it's okay for it to be dark. That way, if you got more concentrated color than what you thought you were intending to get, you can alter it before it's too late. We're going to move it up in here, here, and there. But we're going to leave this area light right here. I want it to be dark right there, like it's going to fold right there and then come down. There we go, like that. Okay, we're going to leave that there. Now, if you are a brand new painter and you get this all evenly painted, don't be upset. It's not the end of the world. However, your light has become more lavender and less white than what this paper is. This right in here is lavender because I want that area to be lavender, but I just don't want it to be dark lavender. All right. Now we will get purple, very definitely purple, but we're going to start here with that value working light, light, light. Okay, we're going to come over to this side and get this petal wet. Just like that. And starting once again where you know it's okay for it to be dark. And you want to pull that color out in the direction of the growth. There'd be veins feeding this entire petal, and they grow this way, not across. Don't go crossways on these petals. They'll look weird. Okay, just like that. All right, and I want to see. That one's damp. That one's dry. This one's wet. Let's go back here to this one. We're going to apply water first. And I'm not worried about his hummingbird beak. We can put a beak in very easily. Just like that. And we're going to pick up purple. And we're going to start here in the center where we know it's okay for it to be dark. We're going to come out here and here and here. And boy, I almost picked up paint, didn't I? Got to get some more because I almost picked up paint. There was some there, but not much. Right there, we're going to come in there. A little bit more right in here. Right there. There we go. Like that. I'm going to turn this like that because I want to be able to get to this petal very easily. And I'm going to get it wet. I've got a piece of fuzz here somehow or another. No, it's a bristle out of a brush. Okay, there we are. All right, now get that wet. Getting it wet first helps the paper be less grabby and lets the paints just glide across. All right, I think I'm going to go this way because I'm going to start in here and then come up here and down, here and down. That I can see already I don't have enough paint in my brush. There we go. There. Just like that. And lest you think you're done, don't. You know you're not. You know you're not done. Gonna come up here, there, a little bit there, but never clear out to the edge over here, because we want that to be lighter than the petal next to it. Okay, one more petal here. We're going to water, apply water on this first. And I'm going to pick up purple. Okay, now this one, I don't want this part back here at the back to be the darkest, and I also don't want that water to run either. Okay, it's not going to run now. So I'm going to start up here, out here at this very edge, there, there, and there. And I want it to mix with that water because I want it to dilute. There. See, and I'm going to pull these lines in the direction that this petal needs to work in. Just like that. Come in there just a little bit. Okay, now that's not the only time that I'm going to touch that, but this is an incredibly light purple. Hello, Sharon. You got your computer going again. That's good. I hate having computer issues. Okay, I'm going to put out some more purple here because I ran out. Surprise, surprise. Now, I'm going to say that I saw a Rosa Sharon again today, and I love those. And this is about the color that they are. However, I want this to be a little bit more purple than this. So I'm going to pick up some more purple, coming back into where I started. Back and forth, and it's coming in closer to where I want it to be. And I'm going to get a nice rounded little ruffled effect going on out here. Just like that. Just like that. But I don't really want stripes out here for the light. I'm going to put water in there and see if it'll go gradual to a light. I don't want to lose that, but I don't want it to be a bright stripe either. There we go. I don't know. I think I like it. I want to put a little more purple right in here. I think I want to round that off just a little bit right there. Down there in that base a little bit more, and let's see, right in here a little bit more. Just like that. Soft, 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 soft. Yeah. I like it. So once you get to the place where you say, I like it, leave it alone. I'm just saying. And I told students this morning, If you like it, put your paintbrush down. Don't pick it back up again. You'll do something and then you'll be sorry. All right, I'm going to come back over to this one. Don't want a puddle right there. Like that. And right in here, I want to tuck it underneath this petal right there. Control your water. Keep in mind all the things that you have to remember as you're painting. Control your water, control the color. If you're a control freak, I know it sounds like it'd be up your alley, but it'll drive you nuts because at the beginning, you have to learn how to do those things. They're not automatic. You have to learn them, but you can learn them. I know you can. I want this to be right there, light. There. I think this, oh, I haven't painted the one behind it, have you? Have I? I started to say that I wanted that to be darker behind there, but of course I do. I haven't painted it yet. How silly. Okay, right in here. Right in here. Right there. There we go. Let's just spread that out there a little bit. And right in here a little bit. And you guys, in nature, life is not all equal and balanced. And so having everything all even and all the spaces and lights and lines and all that even, you don't worry about that. You don't want a uniform color over this whole thing because that would be boring. You want lights and darks playing with one another. Like, think of like puppies scampering in the yard. They're just bouncing and bounding everywhere. And it's just fun to watch them. I'm going to do this one, even though it's a different order than what I went in last time, but I don't care. That's what I'm going to do. Go here because we are not as wet as we were before. Going to pick up a little bit of color and I want to come right out here to this edge right there, like so. Like so. Picking up a little bit more water and make that color move right down in there. Nice, beautiful colors. Right in here. This is going to be darker right there. But I don't want it to stick out like a sore thumb, so I'm going to blend, blend, blend. Coming up this way, blending, blending. Right there. Like that. A little bit more right here. Just like that. Okay, picking up a little bit more purple. Want this to be darker. No, I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to come in here. Right there. Going to reshape that little wedge right there because it got taken over. Going to put a little bit of darkness right in here and right in here, here, here. Okay. Right there, there. I'm going to come back this way and blend. Just like that. Might want a little bit more purple coming right in here, just a little, just like that, to where they all go together. We've got 2 more petals to do. And I'm going to come in here. Well, that's a lot. There. Right in there. This blending right here, but stopping right there. And you're going to come right around here. Okay, and I'm going to tell you a little tip about lights and darks on ruffles, because that's what these zigging, zagging little deals here are. Now, some of you probably already know this, especially if you've painted with me before. Well, it is, and honestly, if you're making it hard, don't, because you just want it. You want it streaks, because you can see these dark and light areas even from the road, because they fold over one another, and so the lights are more pronounced because it's a double layer of petal underneath there in addition to the play on light. Okay, so now the secret is this. All right, I don't have any color in my brush, and I don't want any water there either, because I'm going to use it as a pointer. It comes out and then comes in, and comes out and comes in, and comes out and in, and out and in. And where it goes out is the place that gets the dark. Where it comes in is the place that gets the light, because you're not talking about in and out, you're talking about up and down. Okay, let me show you what I mean by that. Let's use this one as an example. This right here, that's an out, and it is actually down. So it gets more color because it's down where the light's not. Okay, let me show you again. Now this means this particular area, this is going to get darker. Just like that. Just like this. All right, then I pick up more water and I come back here and blend this area. I don't want to blend it till it's all gone. I just want to blend it until it's softer. Soften that edge. Darker here. See, in this light area right here, that comes up to the light. Goes down, goes down, goes down, goes down, comes not really up here, but up here, and sort of up there, but not really much either. It's sort of flattened out there, right? I mean, we could potentially make it that way, but let's don't. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, here's an out area right here, an out area right here, and here. And we know they're not out, they're down. Okay, so there's the down. And we're going to blend. This is flat right there. It's up right here. I don't know if you can see that really very well. I'm having trouble seeing it myself. Down there, down there. See it right there? It comes up. Right here. Now, there are some flowers that would allow you to have that be white. It could be white. Like if it was a petunia, it could be white. If it was a morning glory, it could be one of the white areas. But on this, it's not. It's lavender. It's just very light lavender. So in this instance, we don't want our light necessarily to be the white of the paper. We want it to be a lighter lavender. Right here's the down. And down on this side. And then it kind of gets flat over here. But we want this to be flat here too. We're just going to flatten that out a little bit. This area, wow, Marilyn, why don't you just make that go places you didn't want it to be. It's wanting to make one of those incredible hard folds there. That's what it's wanting to do, right? There. So we'll let it. It's got a hard fold there. And let's do a little bit here. Just don't get too carried away because we don't want it too dark. And let's put one right here too, because we don't want just that one standing out there by itself. So we're going to put another one in right here. Right there. Right there. There we go. There we go. I like it. Okay. These are acting as accents as well. We're going to put one in here. One in here. Soften that. Soft, soft, soft. I've already run out of I ran out of everything, actually, water and paint, but I've just got water here. Let's just bring water. There we go. Picking up color again. This wants to be another one of those crisp folds right there. I like it. I'm going to leave it be right there. I'm going to go to the next petal. And we don't have to be concerned about the adjacent areas because this is no longer wet. The whole thing is not wet. This is definitely one, and right here is one. And then we're going to blend, 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 picking up just water and controlling that water now very definitely. And by the way, I am putting the wettest part of my brush. I want the tip to be toward where the color can go, right there, like there. I want to keep the color more subdued in that one light area right there. So I'm brushing toward the paint, not toward the vacancy of paint, if that makes any sense to you. I'm going to soften this part right here. There, like that. Soft, soft, soft. Soft, soft. Okay, Now, we're going to work this petal. We're going to do it. Okay, we put our color originally down here, like so, and here, like so, and here, like that. All right, but we want to spread this out better. We didn't spread this out great before. We want to do that this time. We're going to pick up just water, and I'm on the light part with the tip in this paint over here, softening that to where it'll come this way, but not too much. I want that controlled there. Going to pick up just a little bit more of the purple and bring it right here, there. So I don't want a hard line like I've got right there. So I'm going to come on into the light here, and I'm going to work on that line right there and knock that back. Turn it. I'm in the light again, working on this other side, just right there, getting that good and wet, and coming back over to the painted side. It's not going to move on that side, but I don't have very much of it there to begin with, which is probably why it's not wanting to move. So we'll add some more here, and we'll make it move there, like that, like there, like so. All right, now I'm going to take some of this water away right here because I want to get a little bit better view of this edge right here. Just like that. Bring it clear to the center, but don't cross the center. Okay, like so. All right. I got to get more purple. Aha. Yeah, well, if I were watching it on my phone, I probably wouldn't paint either. I think that'd be hard to see. But maybe not. All right, this being the most forward of the petals, I want this to come around here like so, coming around, and it's just going to gradually come in there. I don't like this area right here. I want another something right there. There's not a leaf there, so I want to get that straightened out right there. That there. Okay, now it depends on how you look at this petal right here. If it's wide, then the light's going to catch it. If it's not, this area right here could form like a bowl. See, like where you can see down into that circle, in which case you're going to streak some of that color up from the center as well. Now, don't get heavily invested in that. Put it there and leave it alone. Let the blending be done by the water itself. Okay, just touch that to take away that color. Okay, so we've been working here for a half hour and we've got the flower. I'm it might be done to some standards, it might not be. It depends on what you want it to look like. Now, I'm going to pick up a little bit of I think it's permanent rose. Let me look. I can't look. I'm going to say it's permanent rose. It's a pretty pink, but I'm going to really water it down. And I'm going to just here and there put permanent pink right here. Why might I do that? Can anybody think why I might do that? Yes, it does. Yes, it very much does. Why might we put pink in here? Can anybody tell me? Take a wild guess. Yes, it is a highlight, and it has to do with this dude right here. Because there's a hummingbird there that is a ruby-throated hummingbird. And it's going to have that ruby throat. And we want this flower and this bird, while they don't have to match, they do have to not clash. And so we're going to use this pink in that ruby throat. Yes, it's going to provide that cohesiveness that we're looking for in the colors. I don't want that one. That was the different one I decided against. Nope, that was too. Let's get the right color, Marilyn. Okie dokie then. All right. I want some right here. Wow, that's what happens when you have to get more paint out and it isn't quite the same as what you had just used. Let's do a little here and a little here and a little here, right there. And it'll just make you happy. That's another reason for putting it there. It just makes you happy. Now, would the Rose of Sharon really have that in there? Probably not. But in a painting, you want it to be there. So that when you do that ruby throat, you're going to repeat that color over here. You're going to go darker and darker. And so your purple's going to be in the throat. The pink is going to be in the throat. And there's also going to be a little bit of red in that throat. But where else could we put red? Where? Let's see. I don't know. Not sure. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want it away. I don't want to put it clear over here. I know that. Maybe a little bit right here. And here maybe. I think that's enough. I don't know. Maybe I'll put a little bit right here. Not too much. I don't want that too much. There. I've got red there. Red, pink, purple. And that ruby throat is going to be red, pink, and purple also. This over here, I think I need more purple. That's my personal opinion. Right there. And a little bit right here. And a little bit right there. Yeah. Yep, that's what I want. That's what I want. Okay, now, one thing I'm going to do in addition to that, I'm going to put out a little bit of fresh purple here so it's nice and dark purple. And I'm going to put a touch, tiny, tiny touch of indigo right in it. I want a super dark purple. And it's going to come right here. And it's going to come out here a little bit, out here a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, and a little bit. Just like that. And just a little right there. Dark, super duper dark right there. And right here. Don't get carried away. Okay, super dark, super, super duper dark, super dark. All right, let's blend these tail ends just a little bit. Okay, we're not, because they're not going to. Well, fine, be that way. And we'll just soften the tips. It'll be fine. It'll be all fine, fine, fine. Excellent, excellent. Okay, now, shall we? Let's do the hummingbird next. You guys have done leaves. So do you think you would want to try the leaves on your own? Or do you want to do them together? Because we need, okay, let me get my brain and my mouth working together, which they don't want to. We either need to let this dry and do the hummingbird and the leaves next week, or we need to just do the hummingbird. But if we do this hummingbird today, we're going to have to be flying through it. I think we need to wait. That's my personal thought. What do you think? And nobody is saying anything because you can't type that fast, right? Let's wait. Yes? I'm going to say let's wait. Let's wait because that'll give this all a chance to, yeah, I think you should wait. Yeah, I think so. Because I don't want you to rush through your hummingbird. I want him to be good. I want him to be happy. And we know it's a him, not a her, because it will have that ruby throat. Okay, now I'm going to put a post-it note as soon as I can find my post-it notes, which have all disappeared into the neverland that is this chaos. Well, I will make a note for myself. Okay, now you guys, I got out. There they are. I was going to say I got out post-it notes for this. I did. All right, and I'm going to say permanent rose, and purple, the red, and I have used indigo. Did I use anything else? Purple, I did. Purple, permanent rose, red, and indigo. Permanent rose. Yes, I think so. Those are the colors I used. And we'll put that there so that we will remember what we did. Because will I remember if I don't do that? Probably not. Because I'm doing enough things these days that I just don't, I won't remember things. All right, let's see what. First of all, don't put the post-it note on here yet. Let's see what this Oh yeah, that that's gonna, yes, that makes me happy. Does it make you happy? I think so. Are y'all happy? I'm happy. All right. Just gonna say, if y'all are happy, I'll be happy too. And there's the list of colors that we used. Very good. Very, very good. I'm glad you're happy. I'm happy you're happy. And if you're happy, the bird's happy, and we're all happy, and it'll all be good. Okay, so does anybody have any questions? And you guys, I know we went through this fairly fast, but it's repetition over and over and over and over and over and over. It's just over and just repeat it. Repeat, repeat, repeat. And the quicker you get that in there, the less likely you are to play in it. Now, I'm going to tell all those of you who maybe will come in on the replay in particular, because I know none of you that are here in person would do this. I know you would never dream of doing this. But if you are tempted to be a perfectionist and just make every single line be just so, you're going to hate it. I'm just going to tell you, the faster you just whip that in there, the better you're going to like it, because it will look overworked if you don't. You don't want this to look like it's worked all day. It's just hanging out on this Rose of Sharon tree or this hibiscus bush or whatever you want to call this thing. And it's just being happy. And it's inviting this hummingbird. The hummingbird is absolutely delighted to find it, and it loves these flowers. They just love them. Butterflies love them too, but hummingbirds really do. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to say make today a happy day. Only you can. Your choices matter. And we will see you next time right here. Same time, same channel. Okay, bye.